Do you even have to have pretty feet to make it?
No, I think the uglier, the better.
Oh, shit.
Because they always want you to do like, you know how you could do this with your feet?
Like a monkey, like pick stuff up?
Yeah, they always want squishing, spreading.
Will I actually make money for real? Just
I'm
my
serious.
feet.
Yeah, do it.
It's Sophia Franklin. You are listening to Sophia with an F, and the F is for phenomenal. Can we talk about that for a second?
For sure.
The retired thing.
I only film solos, so just with myself now. And so I've retired from mainstream porn.
Okay.
So like for other companies. You actually lose money being on set now.
Right.
Because it takes so much time. It actually takes like sometimes 10, 12 hours to film a porn scene, believe it or not.
12 hours?
Sometimes longer. I've been on set for 18 hours. I've been on set from 3 p.m. until 8 o'clock in the morning.
You need to walk me through that. Is there a makeup artist on deck?
Yes.
Thank God.
Because horrible. I take that back. So you start with hair and makeup, then you do Pretty Girls, which is photos of yourself. Then it depends on who's filming it, but you'll do dialogue, sex stills, sex scene. But it's a dialogue. They'll take like 20 takes of it.
That's full on like an acting, like you're doing an episode on HBO for
and
whatever.
And they'll be like, I just don't feel it enough in you. And I'm like, no. How many times do you need me to say, I want to suck your dick so bad?
Would you say that like the reason those shoots take that long, are you having to get the dialogue down and redo that more, or get the sex angles blowjob?
No, that's only like 30 minutes, 45 minutes. The actual sex scene is so short.
Oh my God.
By the time you get into it, you're unless the guy's struggling, which happens. So like if they can't get hard that day, say they went out the night before, or maybe fucked earlier that day, and they can't get hard, or they get nervous.
Wait, do they?
Yes.
That's a very interesting job to pick.
Get nervous
if you would get nervous, right? Wow, so those shoots can be 12 to 18 hours, and a big chunk of that is you guys getting the dialogue down, which
90%.
Do people listen to the dialogue?
I hope not.
They don't.
I really hope not, because it is really bad. I mean, it's so just the most random stuff. And they always try to come up with like new ideas, because you can only shoot, a certain kind of scene so many times.
Yeah, my tip, and I don't, shoot porn or anything, but my tip for these companies is no one cares about the dialogue.
No.
No one watches the dialogue in the beginning of porn. I don't even. When I watch it,
I've never.
No. You click to like a scene that's super sexual that turns you on.
Do you watch like amateur porn, or you watch like the actual, mainstream porn?
Well, that's a really good question, because how can I tell the difference?
You can't tell the difference?
Not really.
Oh, really?
Well, because I feel
fascinating.
I feel like a lot of porn videos are labeled amateur porn.
And they're not really.
And they're not.
No, it's true.
And you can tell it's not a homemade fucking video.
Like casting couches and stuff. Like that's supposed to be amateur, but it's that they go to like an agency and find those girls and everything.
Right. So
they're not really being tricked.
Yeah. So I feel like I don't have a preference between amateur. Should I though?
I think amateur is better, but also I don't want to watch my friends. So it's hard for me. I always go straight to amateur.
Yeah.
Always have though, because I don't like the fake, like over exaggerated moaning and slobber. And
I totally agree.
I want to see a real couple like actually in love and just filming, and it got leaked or something. That's what I
I feel that. I feel that, but that's why I've stopped watching porn so much. It sounded like I was a full porn addict.
You shocked yourself. You were like
the way I just said that, like so casual. But I don't watch porn that often, but I think I've started to watch it less because of that whole fakeness and the fake shit, I
usually watch, like if I'm with someone or in a relationship, I'll watch, like we usually film a little, who doesn't do that?
Right.
And I'll rewatch it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. That's good.
Yes, that's
good.
that's great. Actually, this new guy that I've been talking to, that's his whole thing. He will not watch porn, but he wants us to have 50 videos that he can go back and watch.
Do you like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I also would not be pissed at my dude for watching porn, which a lot of women do.
Some girls consider that cheating. They're like very strict on it.
What do you think about that?
I can't say don't watch porn and then there's millions of people watching me and I'm telling someone don't watch it.
You're like, only girls are allowed to watch.
Only my friends you're allowed to watch, no one else.
Before we like jump into you as a person, I do want to ask you, you mentioned guys have a hard time performing.
Yeah.
How often does that don't they take Viagra?
They do. You know what it is I really kept to myself. So I would just go straight into makeup and I was always like married or in a relationship. So I wouldn't talk to the guys. And then as soon as it comes to the sex scene or whatever we need to do together, that's when they would kind of see me. But I think for a lot of guys is they needed like maybe a more relaxed conversation before. And I think that's kind of why I had a real problem with guys getting nervous.
Okay. That's how fucking hot you are.
Or pre-popping was a big issue.
Pre-popping?
Yeah, that means like you come. Yeah, no, where you come too early. Because they need a certain amount of time in a porn scene. I think it's about 30 minutes. And some guys, if they come within 15 minutes, and the day's kind of ruined because then they can't get it back up right away.
Oh my God.
And then you have to wait around and they're jerking off trying to get re-hard.
And is there someone that is designated to jerk them off?
No, that's called a fluffer, which I've never seen an actual fluffer. I think it's kind of a porn myth, but I guess they used to have people come in and fluff the person.
If you have to, right? It's basically the same thing as having makeup. Someone retouching your makeup.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I think it's a little different.
Their dick looking good.
But it's so funny when they have to touch your makeup up and you just had a facial. Say they forgot something or whatever and need a few more photos, and the poor makeup artist has to
start from the very beginning.
Yeah, wipe off all the cum.
Wow. So these dudes, okay, I guess I get it. I just thought if you kind of pick this industry as your job, they must be animals, but that's me judging.
They are, for sure.
Oh, they are.
You have to be so highly sexual. I don't care what anyone says. You have to be. Especially when there's 10 people in the room watching.
Yes. So has there ever been a scene that made you feel uncomfortable or that you hated, or one that you loved?
I can't really think of one where I was like miserable.
Yeah.
There was times I pushed my boundaries, but that was my choice. And I was like, I don't think I would do that again. Like I did a gangbang that never came out, and that definitely pushed my boundaries.
Why did it never? I would be pissed it never came out.
It's actually why I retired. They lied to me about testing. Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I've kind of talked about it before, but they lied to me about testing. I wanted everyone to have a 24-hour test, and within porn, you're in a 14-day window. And I was barely filming, so it was like the people I want to work with, it has to be a 24-hour. That means the night before it comes back in the morning. So I know unless they went out and fucked 20 people that night before, I doubt it. But so I asked for a 24-hour test. The company told me that everyone had a 24-hour test, and they did not. And I got a treatable STD, but I was really upset because I felt violated, very violated. And I felt like, okay, I can't trust this industry anymore.
Wow. So that's when you decided to kind of take it into your own hands.
Yeah. Wow. I was ready for it though.
You were?
Yeah. I was already kind of on my way out. So it was kind of like an extra excuse.
Yes, it was like the straw that broke the camel's back.
For sure.
That's so fucking inappropriate and so fucked up.
Yeah, it's a very rare thing. I don't know anyone else, honestly, that it's happened to, so I don't want to make it seem like they do that. The industry is very strict on their testing. Right. But I just had a bad experience. Yeah. I totally feel that. Just one bad experience. Yeah. And you started doing porn when you were 18. 18 in like 2 weeks. Like I had just turned 18. Okay, so I do want to dive into that. So you're 26 now. You're from Ohio. Girlfriend, I'm 30. I will kick you out of this room. You really don't look 30. Thank you so much. You look seriously like 21. You swear to God? Swear to God. Okay, you do too. I almost said 19, but I gave you 21 because you look like you could drink. Okay. But you look really young too. Why did we just tell everybody? We're both 21, by the way. I honestly the other day thought about starting to lie about my age because people do that. And I was like, am I getting to that point where I should start saying 23 when I'm really not? I'm not sure.
I mean, porn-wise, would that help you?
I would be exposed so quickly.
They're like, bitch, we have like 50 interviews of you saying.
And then it wouldn't make sense for when I joined too. I would have been underage. So I can't really lie.
Yeah, and then there's a whole legal issues. Okay, so now you can't lie about it. No. I can't go back either because I've said it publicly too many times how old I am. So we're fucked. But you know what? We're going to like own our age and like
we're going to be miserable. I'm just kidding.
We're going to own it and we're just going to, grow older with grace.
Sure.
Every time my entire team and really most of the people I surround myself with are younger than me and 26 and will make comments and I want to be like, shut the fuck up and call me back when you're 30.
Yeah.
No, but not you. I'm not telling you to shut the fuck up because you
are for sure. I'm just kidding.
Okay, so 18, what made you choose porn?
So I was actually stripping and I wanted more people to come in. Okay, so I stripped and then there was feature dancers that actually came in that were porn girls. And I was like, wow, they're making so much more.
What are they called?
Feature dancers, or they would have a porn girl would come in, they'll do like 2 sets, right?
Okay.
And all the people would save all their money for the porn girl. And I was like, wow, I should do a couple of scenes and people might tip me more. But it was so much easier than stripping. So I was like, I just got to stay. Because stripping's like, you don't know if you're going to make money or not that night, if it's going to be busy, but you just get a straight check.
Right. So with porn, you had stability when it came to your finances.
Yeah, for sure.
Stripping is like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
And so then you started in porn, and what was that like? Because you have been extremely successful in that industry. And I feel like, what was that documentary that came out?
Hot Girls Wanted?
Yes.
I never watched it.
Well, basically from what I remember, and I watched this 5 years ago, so do not quote me on this, but there's a lot of girls, women who get into the industry and basically most of them do not make it.
They don't. I think they would say back when I started, it was like 3 to 6 months. Girls kind of lasted.
3 to 6 months.
Yeah, it's very quick.
Yeah.
And I was so lucky. I got in. Oh, actually, my sugar daddy at the time, his neighbor used to be a porn guy. And I was like, I want to do porn. He was like, you got to talk to him. And the guy told me the right agency to go to. So I was so lucky because they really
took care of you.
Took care of me. They really watched over me. My agent was like, put me on the best shoots, everything.
Yeah.
So that's honestly why I became so successful, was because I had such a good agent and I was put on the right path. Because I probably would have been someone that had been in 6 months or something like that.
Right. So if you had advice for girls that are like jumping into that business, you would say find yourself a really good agent.
There's ones that are just like the top ones. So do your research on who you think is a better fit, because there is East Coast and there's the West Coast and the East Coast kind of porn. Yeah. Right? So
no. Are they different kind of porn?
I think so. So I think like Miami has their own style of porn and then LA has their own. I think LA is more professional.
Oh, in terms of how they shoot
porn
and these companies and stuff. Oh, I could see that.
It's the same companies. They just are, and sometimes they shoot in Vegas too, but not really. They would just fly the girls from LA. So I think LA is the way to go. I don't think you should even mess around and go to Miami and shoot. I think you should go straight to LA, get a good agency, don't make friends, and save your money and show up on time.
You know what? You can also say that for the entertainment industry.
Yeah, it's kind of similar.
Don't make friends, go to LA, find yourself a manager, an agent who will really
take care of you. And just keep to yourself. I really kept to myself. Yeah. I really did. And I think that really helped me.
So Miami's it can be a little dodgy.
Yeah. From what I've heard. I went and shot when I was very new, and it was professional, but I only shot for one director.
Got it.
And they probably already had a warning. Like, my agent was really good at warning them, like, be good to her.
I
he was so good to me.
Would your agent go to set with you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Would that have been awkward?
Probably.
Okay.
Yeah. They don't. I mean, the sets are already so busy. They will shoot like 3 different scenes in a day. So they're just, one girl's in the makeup chair, the other person's shooting their sex scene, and more people come in. They don't want to sit there all day. And they have like 50 girls.
Right. They can't be sitting and watching your entire. Have you ever had beef or drama with a fellow porn star?
I'm looking at my friend because she hated me. She's here. She hated me for a little bit. No beef.
Okay.
I think that because I kept to myself, a lot of people, they would say like, what's up with that Elsa girl? Yeah, what's up with her? And I did have one good friend because our husbands were friends. That was really it. I never had beef because I never went around people.
I love your approach, honestly.
I think and I was a stripper before, so I already had that like, it's hard being a stripper.
Yeah.
They're mean. The other strippers are mean. So I already was around that. I was like, I'm over the drama.
Yeah. Oh what is this stripper movie? You already know which one I'm talking about. You're like, no, I fucking don't. Showgirls.
I've never seen.
Oh my God. Anybody listening, you need to watch Showgirls. It's such a fantastic movie, but the girls are bitches. They're cunts.
Yeah, it's true. It's so true. It's a very hard lifestyle being a stripper. But if you're a stripper, you could do anything, I'm telling you, because of how rough it is.
Yeah.
You're a very strong person.
You are a fucking hustler, and any business after that, you're like smooth sailing.
Yes.
We need to back up for 2 seconds. So your sugar daddy is the one that he totally supported you getting into porn.
He was like, either go do porn or stay with me. And I was like, I'm going to go do porn. And and so
That's a really interesting breakup.
Yeah, I wasn't with him that long. It was just a couple of weeks. I actually flew out to LA to see him. And that was the first time I had ever been to LA. And I think the Hot Girls Wanted thing just came out. So I was kind of interested in it. And then I was like, I never watched it because I knew it was going to scare me and not make me want to get into it.
There's no way you watched
No, I didn't.
And then you wanted to do it. Okay.
Yeah.
He's like, fuck, why did I fly her to LA and introduce her to my neighbor? I fucking love it.
He's such a fine. He was a good-looking guy, actually.
Yeah, I'm sure he was fine. But I just love that breakup. Like, baby, like I'm choosing porn over you. It's not you, it's porn.
He's like, go. It was super dramatic.
You're like, it's not really, like, it's not cheating. Like, I'm being honest about it. Like, what's the issue? But you have been married how many times?
3.
Okay. I find this so fascinating. And honestly, that is such an accomplishment.
I think so too. I'm so happy you said that.
People would say maybe
it's hard to get someone to want to marry you.
I've never had someone propose to me. And that's happened to you 3 times.
3 times, yeah.
You have something going for you, some kind of magic.
I love being a wife. I really do. I would get remarried 20 times. I prefer to get married right away and just get divorced.
Okay. So like divorce.
I want a ring. I want to say that I'm a wife. I want to be like, that's my husband. I don't want to say that's my boyfriend or my,
So you just skip that stage.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
How does that work?
Guys always ask me to marry them.
And they can't fucking get hard, or they're, what is it called? They're popping.
They're pre-popping.
Pre-popping. Yeah. You must have that voodoo clam, that magical pussy.
Yeah. 3 times. I would do it a 4th, 5th, 6th, whatever. Tomorrow, hey, you want to get married? I've never married a girl.
Yeah. Wait, you have married a girl?
I haven't, no.
Oh my God, you're asking me.
Yeah,
yes,
let's do it.
Okay, finally, someone's fucking asked me. That would, I think our marriage would be incredible.
It would be.
I mean, how hot would that be too?
They would love it.
They would.
We'd make so much money.
I know. We really, I've been asked to start OnlyFans by so many people.
You don't want to?
I don't know if it's necessarily that I don't want to, but I just don't know really in what capacity. I feel like there's like other lanes,
just
like
do your
other
feet.
things.
Do you have nice feet? Seriously.
I actually do have nice feet.
Do your feet.
One time someone at a Walmart came up to me and I was wearing flip-flops and he told me I had nice feet. But I feel like that says
What did
something.
he look like?
He was like 300 pounds.
Oh, man.
Which there's nothing wrong with that. I'm just like, I'm giving the visual of what he looked like. But he said like the nail polish was really pretty and the feet. So I feel like
that's kind of scary, honestly.
But I'm just saying, I think it was a huge compliment.
It is.
And I mean, do you even have to have pretty feet to make it?
No, I think the uglier, the better.
Oh, shit.
Because they always want you to do, like, when I get foot fetish stuff, they always want you to kind of, like, you know how you could do this with your feet?
Like a monkey, like pick stuff up.
Yeah, they always want squishing, spreading.
Okay.
So if you just have toes that naturally go like that, I'm sure you could.
Like toes that are kind of like fingers almost.
Yeah.
Like the longer the toe, the better off you are. Fuck. Okay, so the pretty feet doesn't matter.
I think feet in general. Men just love feet.
And what exactly, will I actually make money for real?
Yeah.
Just
I'm
my
serious.
feet.
I'm serious. If you have you have a following, so I'm sure they're not. They're probably already commenting on your stuff. Show me your feet. Don't tell me they don't do that.
I have plenty of DMs.
Yeah, do it.
And I've almost done
Foot
it.
Finder. Isn't Foot Finder or Feet Finder or something?
Like that.
Yeah.
See, if I'm going to do the feet thing, I'm going to go all out.
Yeah. You got to step on grapes and cakes.
Yeah.
And
Oh my God. And I'm going to like make my feet look fucked up. I'm going to try ballet.
Bruise them up.
Yeah, I'm going to do ballet for a month before.
Ew, and get blisters and stuff on them.
I'm going to have some fucked up feet. Okay, so I actually have to be honest with you. I did pull up your porn before you walked in here.
Okay.
And there was one, I wasn't able to watch any, which I'm upset about, but there was one thumbnail that stuck out and you were giving a foot job.
Was I?
Yeah.
I'm actually really good at foot jobs. I actually kind of really like feet. I even like guys' feet. I know that's like kind of weird, but like when I mean, I've sucked on all of my boyfriend's toes.
And do they, for the most part, all of them like it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you had your feet sucked on?
Yeah, definitely.
It feels good, right?
It feels good, but it's not a go-to. But I want to be more open to that shit.
Yeah.
But I've never sucked on a guy's.
You should try it.
Yeah, like I've never sucked on a guy's
They
toes.
love it.
I think when I was younger, I did a foot job because I didn't really know like what I was
what
doing.
they love is if you're in reverse and then you suck on their toes.
And
you're on reverse and you're riding them, and then if you just
you're riding them, and then you suck on their toes,
and you just lean forward. They love that.
That's actually
That's how I get married. Actually, is from doing stuff like that. Seriously, I remember one specific guy was like, "You're gonna make me want to marry you," and I did that.
That's fucking
try it.
Mic drop.
Next time I see you, you're gonna have a huge ring.
I think so. So you do reverse cowgirl, which I'm not even doing cowgirl, honey. Like I need to up my sex game. Wow. But I kind of just like, I know what I can get away with, you know? But if I want the ring, and I want
you gotta
the marriage,
put in the work. You gotta throw your back out for sure.
I really do. No wonder I'm like not getting proposed to.
Yeah, if you're just laying on your back, it's called a dead fish. It's not good.
I wouldn't say dead fish, but like it's missionary and it's getting fucked from behind.
Yeah, but those are the best ones.
I love how my mom's in the room.
Is your mom here?
My mom's sitting right over there.
Hi. Hi, Mom. Are you okay? Oh, yeah. Tell everyone.
Guys, if you couldn't hear my mom, she just said she's telling her friend right now about the long fee because she needs money. Amazing.
She has long toes?
Long toes, that's what I meant.
Oh, yeah.
Toes like this. Okay, so that's probably why I haven't been proposed to, honestly. I think it's my sex game. I'm like really good in bed. And I think men, if you like asked all my ex-boyfriends or like ex-hookups, they would say really great. I think I would even get like a freak. I think some guys would say she's a freak.
Good.
But now hearing what you do, I'm like, maybe they fucking wouldn't. Maybe I've been living in denial.
Especially if I'm a little tipsy in smoked a little bit of weed, it's over. I'm doing the craziest.
Isn't that like so interesting? That I'm the same way.
Brings it out.
If I've had, too many martinis, like one too many, I go freak mode.
So it's espresso martinis that give you the energy on top of it, and they're strong.
Yes. I need to learn to do that though, like without the alcohol.
I think it depends on the person that you're with to bring it out a little bit. Mm-hmm. You got to be on like the same level. And then it's just that you don't need alcohol for that because the person's encouraging you, making you feel sexy. And
I think the guy that you're with is going to have a lot to do with, how open you are and like the shit you're willing to try. Right? So the guy that you felt comfortable sucking his toe.
Yeah.
In reverse cowgirl.
Yeah.
At first, I thought you were going to say that you were sucking his toes, reverse cowgirl, but instead of him fucking your pussy, you were giving him a foot job.
No, I know how to do that too really good.
Okay, so suck his toes and give him a foot job at the same time.
Yeah, I guess because you could do a reverse foot job
Okay. And dudes are into this foot job thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I've had guys that don't even really like feet. I'm like, do you want a foot job? And they try it and they end up liking it.
Would you say dudes just really, at the end of the day, like everything?
Yes.
That's what it is.
Yes. And they try to act like they don't. They love everything.
Everything. Because what it really comes down to is trying something different and something new and something that's kinky. And I think girls will sometimes be like, oh my God, that's crazy that he's into anal, or like that he's into me playing with his asshole. And guys pretend that they don't like that shit either.
Oh, they do. And then you just, when you're there and you're like, can I put my finger in your ass? They always are like,
right. They like just kind of coy. See, I've had a dude, I've gone in for the kill before. And
what, you had a strap on or something? Or
I actually did that one time for a joke and it lasted 2 seconds. That is a story for another time. That's a story for another time. I tried it with like my ex-boyfriend and it did not last very long. But I was giving a guy a blowjob and I went for the gooch area.
Yeah. And
he shoved my hand away.
Yeah, I tried to lick this guy's ass once, and he's like, I don't like that. And I was like, it can't ever happen again. We can't ever. But I was like, this is not for me if you aren't even that open.
That I can't eat out your ass.
Yeah.
See, I feel like, I just think maybe try it again. With the guy.
No, forget about it.
Forget it. Yeah. Fuck them. Really? That's like the least kinky thing that's going to be happening here.
It's so normal now. I remember when it wasn't, though. Remember how it'd be like, so-and-so let me lick their ass. And do you remember that?
And it was so like crazy, right? Yes. And now that's a no-brainer.
No, it's a must. Yeah.
I need to eat the ass more, for sure.
Eat the ass.
Eat the ass, not just the ass. So I just think that is the biggest takeaway. And I'm having an epiphany myself is, guys are different dudes are into different things and different kinks. But end of the day, most men, I'm just going to say all guys, fuck it. I don't care. I'm going to generalize the fuck out of this. All guys like everything.
They do.
Like the kinkier, the better. They like to know that you're willing to go there.
Or just try it at least once. You know? Yeah. I think it's also really important for couples to try things. I'm such like a big supporter, and like you can try something once, and if you don't like it, you don't have to do it again. But as long as it isn't illegal and you feel safe, I think everyone should always try new things sexually.
I agree. And I think I have been a little bit reserved, and I've just thought in my head, like, oh, the toes, he's going to be like, fuck no, like, what are you doing? No.
Just ask. Just say.
I'm not going to even ask.
Yeah,
I'm just
shouldn't.
No, I'm just going to do it. And I already know he's going to like, splooge in my mouth.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom, what's up? Hope you're enjoying. We've talked a lot about porn. I mean, sex tips galore. I do want to get into your business, and because I know you're extremely tech savvy and you have a multi-million-dollar brand. Before we do that, the marriages. Yeah. I can't get over it because I'm 30 and I'm like, why am I not married? So I know now why. It's because I'm not being a bigger freak in bed. So now I know, but that's great. But walk me through each of these relationships. Like, who was the first dude?
So my first husband, I was 18 and he was 44. Okay. So he was a lot older than me. Okay. It was my sugar daddy's lawyer. Yes. He came in, my sugar daddy was in the bathroom or something like that. He gave me his number and he was like, when you're done with him, come to me. So I did.
Which is hot.
Yeah.
That's a hot thing to do. Right? It's a really fucked up thing to do, but it's hot. I know. Like, he gives zero fucks.
Yeah. So I moved in with him right away. I married him right away. And
what does that mean, right away? Like,
the next day or something. Yeah.
So you're with the sugar daddy. Yeah. The attorney comes and is like, here's my number. And then you're like, there's a moving company bringing my shit tomorrow?
I didn't even really have much clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, I just took my clothes and that's it.
But it was like you had a total of how many conversations with this man before you moved in?
1. Yeah.
That is fucked.
Then married him.
And married him.
Married him, and then I went through his old iPhone, and I saw that he was married to and had 2 kids in Memphis. The family was living in Memphis, and he would go visit them, right? And I had no idea, and so I got an annulment because it was only 2 weeks.
Well,
we were
also
only married for 2 weeks, so I just annulled it.
But also, if he's already married,
It's
did that
illegal.
marriage even count?
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, so like we don't even need to count that one. Fuck that one. But we want to count it.
I want to
because
count
it's dope.
it. Yeah, I want to count it. Then my second one was to a porn guy. He was a male performer. He picked me up. I met him on set. He picked me up from I was staying at this one guy's place, and I was like, I can't be here anymore. He lived down the street. Met him one time on set, comes and picks me up. He wants to get married right away.
Elsa, I can't.
And then we go to an
You're hanging
immigrant.
out with me after this and teaching me everything.
Listen to what happened though.
Okay, tell me.
We go to he was from England, so we go to a immigration lawyer, and the immigration lawyer is like, I don't know how to tell you this, but you're not even supposed to be here. You shouldn't even be allowed in the U.S. You have drug trafficking charges. So the guy I was seeing used to traffic drugs, and I was like, you should have told me that before we got married, because now you're not even allowed here. Like, you need to go. You can't work. You can't nothing.
Was he trying to get a green card out of you?
I think so, but then I also don't think so.
Okay.
Because he was married to someone else when I met him, and they got divorced. So me and him couldn't get married.
Okay. So maybe he
was already married to someone here,
Right.
and
he could have just made that marriage work if he really needed
a green card. But it was impossible because he had drug trafficking charges.
Oh, so there's no green card to be had.
Yeah. So then he wouldn't leave. He destroyed I had a townhouse, destroyed all my stuff in it. So I called the cops, and he's not allowed in the US ever again. So it's like the best restraining order.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys couldn't get married, or you could?
We did. We got married in Vegas, yeah.
But he couldn't be a citizen.
Yeah. And I didn't know until after the marriage.
Okay.
And I was like, this isn't really cool.
That's not cool at all, because that kind of puts you in this situation where you're probably getting flagged at when you're traveling
or
internationally.
just financially. He can't work. He can't get an ID, nothing. Right. So I was like, no, you got to go. And then we had our marriage renewal kind of thing, because we got married in Vegas. None of my family was there and stuff. And I left with a different guy on that weekend. And that's the third husband.
I can't. Okay. We're similar in the sense I'm not getting married, but we're jumpers.
Oh yes.
Jump.
I have such a problem with it.
It's so
serial
bad.
dater.
Oh my God.
I never take a break.
And we meet the person while we're in the relationship.
No, I know. I'm so bad.
It's really fucked.
I know. I'm so bad. Because I'll be done with them, and I'll kind of be waiting around to tell them.
Too.
And then I'll meet someone. I'll be like,
and then when you secure the next person, then you get rid of the one.
I'm not necessarily cheating, because I'm already kind of they're not listening. I'm like, no, we're done. And they're like, no, let's try to work it out. And I'm like, no, I already have someone. Yeah.
I just make sure the next person is I'm really into them, and then I'll let the one I'm in the relationship with know.
So you take a while.
Yeah.
No, I move quick. I'm like, I'll meet someone, and then it's...
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
clearly. I can tell by the first guy.
Yeah.
He gave you his number, and you were living with him the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this drug trafficking dude,
yeah,
you get in a fight.
Well, he could have went back and petitioned that he had a wife there, and that they could kind of look at all of his stuff and maybe still let him in. But it would have taken 2 years, and he didn't want to do that. I was like, you're not living with no income at my place for 2 years. I mean, I was 19, 18 maybe.
And how old was he?
30s. So I was like, I'm not taking care of a 30-year-old at 19 because he trafficked drugs and didn't tell me.
No, the whole point in dating a guy that's going to be that much older is they're taking care.
Yeah.
Not the whole point. By the way, I have a history of dating way older. The oldest I've dated, it was 17 years, so.
Yeah, I dated like
27. In their 50s.
Yeah.
Okay, so
I think so. I mean, they could have been in their 60s lying to me too.
I love that. And were they okay in bed? These 56-year-olds?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I've dated around a lot with older, so sometimes.
Do you have a thing for that, or does it just, are you open to any type?
I always had a thing for older. I think just a security thing naturally, even though I've always made my own income. And then I was never the type of person that liked to go out and party and like that kind of stuff. And then I started to date closer to my age.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now you're dating closer, but what does
Now I'm being
closer
close.
mean?
This within a couple of years older.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically same age. Yeah.
That's great. I kind of want to try like significantly younger.
I know. I
within
kind of want to
the
be a
legal-
MILF to someone.
You want to what?
I want to be a MILF to someone.
Right?
Like,
Just for like just to try it out for
it's
like.
in. It really is.
There's something sexy about just a younger dude and you just calling the shots and being like, come eat me out.
Yeah.
Be my bitch.
Yeah, be the dominant one. Because I buy my significant others a lot of stuff. So I could be like a sugar mommy, MILF, you know.
Yeah. I
That's
think
always
we
been a
need to
goal.
go through that phase.
Yeah.
But then
It's time.
I know I'm going to end up like with like an older.
But the problem is when they're super young like that, then they get really attached and they're very immature. So that's how you do get someone a little bit psycho.
Yeah.
And they already are a little.
Like they get tattoos of your name.
I have a few people with my name.
Well, I bet.
I have a few fans with my face. Full on face. Yeah.
That's really fucking crazy. That's like
Yeah.
serious fandom.
Yeah. it
Okay,
is.
wow, sleuths. I mean, my followers aren't doing that shit. What the
They
fuck?
will soon if you ask them to.
If I show my feet, if I start
Yeah.
showing the feet. So you have a tattoo of a guy's name.
Yes, I do.
Where?
On my chest. Right here. It's big.
Wait,
It's-
I don't see it. Oh, now I see it.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you with this guy right now?
No.
Is there a reason we haven't like...
So it's a recent breakup, and then I
Okay.
went to go laser it, and I didn't realize you can't tan for 4 weeks before you laser a tattoo. So that's why it's kind of still there. And I honestly am like, whatever.
Yeah, it looks cute.
It's
and
like- it's done
honestly,
well.
I won't say the name, right? I can't say the name.
Just says Bryn. I mean, everyone.
Okay,
knows.
okay.
Yeah.
Just an X.
Just
So the second guy, he's can't make money because he can't work on drug trafficking charges. Cute.
yeah.
Then all you have to do is call the police.
Yeah, he just acted crazy because I left when we were supposed to do our wedding renewals, and I left with another guy to France, and I posted next to the Eiffel Tower on our wedding day, and I was like, next to it. So he freaked. In the 12 hours on the way back, I didn't have any Wi-Fi. So I posted it right before, and he just went crazy. He lost it.
That's one of the craziest things, like most toxic, like fuck with your head things you can do is doing something fucked up and then no one can reach you for 12 hours.
I wish I didn't do that because he destroyed my place.
They go cuckoo.
Yeah, he went binge drank, went out into the ocean. I mean, it was like,
Oh my God.
it was
So
bad.
the guy from France that you married,
He was from Sweden, but yeah.
Okay.
And we went to France together.
you knew him while you were with this other guy.
I had met him, yes. I had met him like at a barbecue type of thing. He was like, do you want to go to France next weekend? And I was like, I actually have those days off because I was supposed to renew my wedding vows, but I'll go with you instead.
So you were supposed to renew.
Yeah, my family and everything was in town.
And then you were like, no, I'm going to go to France instead.
Yeah, and I told them, and I was like, you guys got to, my family, my sisters are really good. I was like, you guys got to really hold it down and like, I'm leaving. They're like, yeah, sure.
What does that mean, hold it down?
I was like, you gotta handle the drama that's about to. Like,
oh, fuck.
They
Okay.
did.
You just left it for like your
I
sisters to
did,
clean up?
and they cleaned it up.
Wow. Round of applause
I
for
know.
your sisters. That's very fucking sweet.
Well, I was all in love in France. Like,
Yeah. So you're in France, you take a picture next to Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
On your wedding anniversary with someone else. Had you even divorced him yet?
no, I hadn't. But my divorce was quick with him because it was fraud because he didn't tell me about his drug trafficking charges.
Okay.
So I was able to get divorced very quickly without or I think he maybe had to sign, but I didn't really have to have him sign. Like they basically just granted me a divorce. And honestly, when he got kicked out of the country, you have to show up to a court date, and he wasn't able to because he can't get into. I knew that.
Right.
He couldn't get back in, so I knew they were going to grant me the divorce. Like,
Bye. I hope you have your suitcases packed. So the two divorces, that you experienced were like
quick.
just so easy.
Yeah, and then my third took years.
Okay, let's talk about the third one.
The third one, I got married very quickly after in the Seychelles. Just, I was really pretty.
So he was rich?
For some of the marriage, he was rich and then he lost it all. But that's not why I divorced him.
Okay, I was about to say,
it's not why I divorced him. I really liked him.
So you have a good heart.
Yeah. Well, I make my own money too. So,
Yeah.
I divorced him because he ended up getting someone pregnant while we were married. And it was very heartbreaking for me. It's so funny.
I'm sorry I'm laughing. I
know,
shouldn't
it's
be
so
looking
funny,
at you
right?
laughing.
I cried on the bathroom floor for like 3 months. I was so heartbroken over it.
He really couldn't wrap it up. I mean, it's one thing to cheat, but he couldn't wrap it up.
No, and you know what the worst part was? It was he had another kid, and it was kind of like the nanny for the older kid, and there was cameras in the living room. So I watched them having sex, and I feel like I saw the actual like sex where she got pregnant, because he told me that he only had sex with her one time, and he was like fucking her, and then she gets off, she's like trying to talk to him, he just clicks on the TV and he just ignores her, and I'm like, oh my gosh.
Oh my
That's
God.
like very psycho.
That is very psycho. But you think you saw
I witnessed the act.
impregnation.
Yes. On the cameras.
So were you just like watching these cameras because like you're into watching him fuck people?
No, I never seen that before. I never seen him.
Like, was he cheating or did you know he was fucking?
I never really checked up on it. I had a really good life with him, so I never checked. And then he told me that she told me she was pregnant before she told him. And then
why is that?
I don't know. I think for like my maybe my acceptance. I don't know. Like I think
because he fucking turned the TV off after they fucked.
Right. Maybe
like,
she needed help like telling him or something. I don't know. And I just was like, no, this is not it for me. And I was really upset.
Yeah, as you should be. Were you guys in an open relationship?
No. I mean, I shot porn. I did. But I did lie to him and tell him that I wasn't shooting boy girl anymore, and I just kept my look the same because I was like, no one's telling me what to do.
Okay, but wouldn't he like Google it or look it up, or he didn't?
No. He did towards the end. He was like, well, I saw that you had new stuff coming out. I was like, whatever, you got someone pregnant. So
well, yeah.
It was in my back pocket for
Are you kidding? If you got someone pregnant, there is nothing they can pin on you.
And it happens to me a lot where I'm with guys and they cheat on me, and then the girl's always like, I think I might be pregnant. Or
do you think they're actually pregnant or they're just saying it?
Maybe both. It's happened to me a lot.
It's a common thing.
When I was like 16, it first happened to me. The guy that I was with got someone pregnant. And then again, when I was like 20, and then throughout, the years, exes of, the guys I was dating would always be like, I'm pregnant.
What the fuck is that about?
I don't know.
First of all, the 3 dudes you're married to, very interesting characters.
I like interesting ones.
You like interesting. Yes. You like, personality. You don't want to be fucking bored.
No.
And I can see that.
I like toxic. I prefer toxic. I was just talking about it. Like there's so many nice guys that I've met that are wealthy, good looking, and raised right. And, and I'm just like, no, thanks.
You just get bored. But do you love the drama?
Yeah.
You do.
I do.
So you like low key kind of liked when you found out about the drug trafficking and like
I love bad guys.
So you kind of liked it, like you pretended you didn't, but deep down
I was like, this is too much drama for me, and I was kind of already irritated by him, and so I definitely used it. I was like,
you used it, but you liked it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But the girl getting pregnant, were you into that, or that one was too?
That was too far for me.
That was too far. So then you guys get a divorce. I'm assuming he didn't want to get divorced.
He didn't want to get divorced, and he just had to. He was losing all his money and stuff. I was like, we need to get divorced right now.
Shit?
Yeah. Well, he was like, just wasn't making money, and then so we got divorced, and we were best friends for a little bit, actually, surprisingly.
And he didn't try to fuck you?
No.
Really?
He never really tried to fuck me. He would even come over. We'd sit on the couch and he never
Interesting.
Yeah, he said the last time we had sex, I laughed in his face. So, and I think he was like, I can't ever do that again. I don't remember it.
So you don't remember when you like drunk or high or some shit?
No, I don't. I mean, I wasn't really drinking that much then I was 19, 20. I wasn't.
Wait, I wonder, laughing in his face, like I wonder like at what point in the sex you decided to do that.
I know, right?
Like when he came.
Was it the ending where I was like, ha, and walked away?
Right?
Or did I laugh at him like,
or like,
you're
did you
a
laugh
loser?
at him right when he like took his pants off and was going to stick it in?
That's so mean.
Or when he's eating you out, you're like,
I think it was probably
serious?
Knowing myself, it was probably at the end. I was probably like, and left.
And you know what? He probably liked that too. Because men like everything. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't like it.
No, he didn't.
Supposedly, he didn't like it. Okay, so then that divorce took forever.
It did. Took years.
But you're like fully on board with get married, get divorced. It's no big deal.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, I just signed prenups. I have no problem signing prenups. I want the other person to sign one too because...
Thank you.
Because I haven't gotten any money or anything from marriages. And, you know...
you haven't.
I've had exes my second one, he was like, wanted money. And I was like, you're not getting it.
Well, and you had a prenup with him?
I did, yeah.
With all of these dudes?
Yeah.
Who advised you to do the prenup?
Oh, I just knew.
Okay,
that I
smart
wanted that.
Girl.
Honestly, it was Jessica Simpson. She got married, didn't sign a prenup, and then her clothing line or something like that became very, this is what I heard, she made a lot of money, so she started making more than the guy that she was married to, and then I think she had to pay out the guy. And I was like, I don't ever want that to happen to me because I have a lot of goals, and if I marry someone that's wealthy and then they lose it, and then no, thank you.
Wait, was it Nick Lachey?
I think it was that.
I had no idea.
That's what I heard.
I mean, I remember her brand like popped off.
Yeah.
Yes, you always get a prenup. And I don't know why people are still out here saying like, it's not romantic. Like, it's not cute.
I think it's super romantic to have a contract to say you're not allowed to.
Yeah, what the fuck? And so your last marriage, he was making money at one point and then just stopped. Is it because he got like comfortable and you were just like paying for everything?
He was a songwriter and producer, so I think he just wasn't writing hits at that time.
Because he was too busy fucking the fucking nanny.
Yeah, and having a new baby, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, God bless that child and that nanny. We hope the best for you guys. You give a lot of relationship advice on different kinds of relationships. One of them being the throuple.
Yeah.
Can you please explain the triad, the throuple, whatever the fuck people are calling it? Because I know now people are all about the open relationship or the, once a year, what is it? Like once a year you can cheat card. You never heard that?
No.
Hall pass.
Oh, a hall pass. Okay,
I'm calling
yeah.
it a cheat card.
Okay.
Like a hall pass. But I think the open relationship is a really common one right now.
Yeah.
Tell me about the throuple.
It was a married couple, or they weren't married at the time. I worked for his company a lot. He was just always hitting on me and stuff. And then I went over to he made me some food. We started having sex. And I was like, where's your girlfriend at? And he's like, should I call her over? So she came and then she was like, I'm so jealous. He always takes you out and, I'm waiting at home for him to come home and I know that he's here fucking you and all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, wow, I'm sorry. And then we all went upstairs and had a threesome. And then
after she just cried about being so jealous.
Yeah.
And did that threesome bring you guys closer together?
Kind of not, because then he came inside of me and she was really sad about it. And she sat on the edge of the bed and she was like this. Like,
see, I feel like if she was already feeling bad, then he should have came in her. Right?
Yeah. If I was her, I would have snapped over that.
Yeah.
That would have never happened.
At that point, you guys needed...
I would have got divorced over that.
Yeah.
Seriously.
100%.
Yeah.
At that point, if I told my guy that I was feeling super jealous, but let's go do this threesome because I'm horny.
Yeah. And then he comes in the other girl.
And he was that stupid to come in the other girl and not me.
Yeah, she sat there like this. But I messed around with him for a while. But the throuple worked because I would be with him a lot, just me and him, and then I would be with them a lot.
But it sounds like it worked for you, maybe not so much for her.
Because I had no restrictions. So I was that was like a very, very open thing. So I was having sex with other people and still shooting porn. And she was the one that was kind of locked down. I mean, at one point when they got married, she was like, do you want to be my maid of honor? It was that like serious between all of us. Yeah.
Okay.
And
see,
then,
I've heard it's always better to be the second wife than the first wife.
I say always be the mistress. I always mess up there when I get married because I'm like, man, I wish I was
the second bitch.
I do.
Second string.
More free time. They're not calling your phone all the time, not asking where you are. You know what I mean? You get all the gifts and
Okay, so that
always be the mistress.
Right. That's some huge advice. And I've heard that from, a lot of people. And I know people are listening to this very upset.
They are. But people are, I feel like men are going to, if they're cheaters, they're going to cheat.
Yeah.
So you might as well be happy if the mistress doesn't want anything to do with your marriage and doesn't want to ruin it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Would you be cool being the girlfriend or the wife and then bringing in a third girl that you guys all fuck around with and date?
Yeah, I've kind of done that before. I had no problem with it, but the third girl, I don't know, it's scary to me a little bit because we're all having sex, and if the third girl can go out and do whatever she wants, it's a little bit health-wise, kind of not my thing. So
it's scary.
Yeah.
I got chlamydia once.
Horrible.
And I was so young. I wasn't so young. I was like 8. No, I was like 19, 20. And I thought I was going to die.
No, it's tough.
Because I wasn't educated on STIs at that time. I was like, this is...
No one really is. That's the problem, is like people really don't... They really think testing every 3 months is like good. No, you need to test after every partner.
Yeah.
It's not every 3 months, or if you have 30 people in those 3 months, you need to be testing 30 times.
And a lot of people don't use condoms. Which
do they not?
I a lot of times have not used a condom before, and I look back and I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I mean, I've done a lot of non-condom sex for sure.
But then I run to get tested the next day.
You're not
and
worried like from that time the person finishes to when you get to the clinic.
Oh,
you're
the
like,
whole time.
And then you're waiting 5 days for it to come back.
The whole time I'm like, I know for a fact. And the fact that he was confident to not wear one is scaring me even more.
There was this one reality TV person, and I wish I could say their name, but I promised him I wouldn't. And
you can mouth it to me.
And I remember he pulled his pants down, which he has a really big cock.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And
okay, so maybe I will text him back. Okay, keep going.
You should. But then he was so sulky, and he was like, I don't want to wear a condom. And I was like, no, I don't know you. And I think I had a boyfriend at the time too. So I was like, I need to absolutely wear one. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
And what did he call the whole thing off?
I sent him home. I put one on, and then it was just so like, it was such a battle. I was like, I'm not even into this anymore. Like you've completely turned me off. Leave.
I haven't even hung out with him in person, and he's turned me off by like the way he's acted. Like the shit he's even said to me, and I've never even seen him in person. I've been like, you kind of seem like really full of yourself,
super
and
full
like
of himself,
delusional, and
he's like super short in real life. Like I think I was taller than him.
I know. I wish you could say it somehow, but like now we absolutely can't. We just fucking went off. No, I will never say it, but yeah, he like really pissed me off. I'll tell you. I'll tell you later. I'll tell you later what the fuck he did. Okay, so let's jump into kind of the business.
Okay.
Side of things, because you have built a huge brand, millions and millions of dollars. Walk me through it. I mean, you don't have to tell me, beginning, middle, and end, but kind of what are you up to, and how do you build a brand like that?
I was so young that looking back, I'm like, how did I even really build my brand? But it was just from putting out so much content and really saturating Pornhub with me. Like I shot so much, and they shortly just, so I was just always a new update on Pornhub.
On their like front page.
Yeah. And I looked very young, you know what I mean? And so I was very appealing to a lot of people. And then I got very active on my social media. I think that at the time, Twitter was like, that's, 7 years ago or however long. I was just constantly tweeting. I was tweeting the fans back. I was just very engaged.
Yeah, you're a hustler.
Yeah.
You're like always putting shit out.
Always just putting stuff out. And then I was very careful. I was very kind to them. I think a lot of people argue with their fans, and I'm very thankful that I never really did. I just ignored them. And then I hired within the industry an actual PR person. I think I would pay him $100, but the fans pay attention to like the porn news and that kind of stuff. So I would pay him $100 to put out a new thing of me. And I think that really helped me.
Really helped grow your stuff.
Yeah.
I had a bad experience one time with a publicist, and I was paying like $6,000 a month,
And they didn't do anything.
They weren't doing shit.
Yeah.
And I was like,
a lot of it can be a scam.
Yeah.
I mean, this one was so cheap. I mean, it was
right.
Yeah.
And he was good.
It was good. Yeah.
So I think that's huge, because not necessarily people wanting to get into like porn or OnlyFans and then you're very tech heavy in your business, right?
Yeah, I am. I really do my research when I'm doing something. Even before, when I just used to shoot for sites, I would do my research on the sites and the directors and the talent, and so I think that's got me really far when it comes to tech stuff, and and I'll learn something before I do it. I really will.
Yeah. You'll do a deep dive.
Yeah.
What do you think about this artificial intelligence and like how it's taking over the porn industry? By the way, I came across this video, which is so terrifying. AI, I find terrifying, but also I kind of love it.
Same.
Like now you can just take your voice, right? And have it say whatever the fuck you want. I'm like, there's weeks sometimes where I don't really feel like recording and I could just literally type something up.
Same.
But I came across this fucking clip that my friend sent me, because we'll talk about AI shit. And it was Emma Roberts, I think, unzipping a guy's pants and about to give him a BJ.
It looks just like her.
It wasn't her, but it looked exactly like her.
I love it, and then I don't. I have it would save me so much time if I was able to create something that looked identical to me. The amount of money I could make I mean, that sounds like the best possible. I make jokes all the time. I need a clone. I really do.
Yes.
And imagine with my content, especially because I don't want to do scenes with other people. Imagine if I could just be like, yeah, sure, whatever. It's, whatever amount, and you can, I'll match me with this person and, any type of scene, anything. But then there's that scary part of it, right? Because what if they're using it in malicious ways, right? Putting your, next door neighbor in a gangbang, you know what I mean? Like, and that's not, it's almost like they didn't consent to it, but it's not really them. So I have like this thing where it's like, it's not really them, but you're also using someone's likeliness, which I think is not good.
Well, and also, yeah, exactly. Imagine this is going to be a huge problem with this AI thing, is like copyright and distributing is going to be, and you like won't be able to find the source of the person. It's like a whole thing.
And what if they're saying it's not you, right? Because then there's definitely ways around it. So it's not really you. What if they change your hair a little bit shorter and you're like, it's not really her. It's just kind of looks like her, but it really is. You know what I mean? They do that kind of stuff all the time. So imagine if someone's creating anything of you, you would be upset.
Yeah.
But then also you just said you kind of
But I also want to do it myself if I'm in charge of it, right?
There just needs to be strict regulations on it, very strict.
Yeah.
I really don't know how they would be able to do it. Because you would just have to be checking everything to make sure you don't have anything of yourself up there that someone else is creating of you. How are you supposed to do that?
Like, who else, like there's not some department that can be like, this I know for a fact Elsa Jean did not make.
Yeah.
You would be
I think they have that,
person.
but then imagine the amount of tube sites and everything that are just...
No, it's going to be like too much data to go through.
Yeah.
We love it, but we fucking hate it.
I kind of love it. I'm leaning towards love. Now that I really think about it, because people steal my content and throw it up on stuff anyways.
Me too.
So why not help myself out a little bit?
And honestly, if someone were to put my face, let's say, on a gangbang video.
Would you like that? I feel like you would like it. I feel like you would watch yourself.
If it 100%. I'd be like, how spot on is this AI? Did they make me look fucking hot? But also, how many like followers and shit did I gain from this video that they put up with my face on it?
What if someone is super against porn and someone puts them in a porn type of thing?
That's
bad.
That's really
mean.
bad.
That's really mean.
That's really mean. Or just like if you're in a fight with someone and you take their face or their voice, and have them say something really bad, and they get
this
canceled.
is such a good idea, because if you're trying to get yourself out of something, you could leave a voicemail to your phone of someone else saying something, be like, see, he did say he hated me. When you
nothing will be real anymore. That's what scares me.
And it takes jobs away too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm excited to kind of see what happens.
See. We love the drama.
I know, right? Maybe that's what's it. I just want drama.
We just love toxic. We're like, when it comes to men, AI, anything,
because there's
let's
certain
get dirty.
celebrities where I'm like, I wish I could really watch myself with them.
Oh my God, you're right. Like, what celebrity would you want to see yourself with?
Manny Montana. The guy on Good Girls. Did you ever watch Good Girls on Netflix?
I'm thinking about Hannah Montana right now. Manny Montana.
Every time I say that, someone, but type in Good Girls because it's with the neck tat and everything that he has. Because in real life,
no,
it's
I feel
character.
I feel that you have to like say what show. Like,
let me see it.
No, I can see it. I can see it. Well, right here he has a neck tat, and he looks hot as fuck.
Yeah,
very hot.
The smile, and then he's like a murderer in that. It's really hot.
But we don't know what his dick looks like.
I think it's big.
I think so too. Any crush I have, I'm like, I know it's big. So I want to know something, because I relate to this quite a bit, and I can only imagine you do, is something society struggles with is a multifaceted woman.
Mm-hmm.
And if you've done one thing, they cannot seem to wrap their brains around the fact that you want to enter like a different business or field or do something different or be different, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. But I also feel like it is changing slowly. Okay. I do feel like OnlyFans has really helped make it so mainstream, since there's so many celebrities on there. And you know what I mean? That it's almost everyone is kind of like a porn star. Like, you know what I mean? That does some type of like nudity.
Yeah.
So I think that it's slowly changing. I really do. Mm-hmm. I think that people are becoming more open. And then also like those generations that are very open, we're starting to get older, right? So now we're just all have these open minds. I really feel like it's changing. Yeah.
It's changing.
But I do get it in a way, right? Because there's people who are very conservative.
Yes, there are.
Very.
They're still out there.
They'll forever exist. Yeah.
But they're out there.
They're all in Texas. I'm just kidding.
I could actually completely see that 100%. But they're kind of not people in Texas, but the people that are very just closed-minded conservative. They are the ones that the second you say anything. I was in porn, it's like, there is nothing else that she can be or do. Mm-mm. She will be porn star forever, right?
Yeah. Which I don't mind that, because I know that's kind of why I'm here, right? So I'm not. A lot of girls will retire and then they kind of
try to pretend it never happened.
Or they kind of pretend it never happened. I'm very thankful for the porn industry. So I have no problem people judging me on it. Mm-hmm. And I think there's a lot of people like me that I'm like, whatever, I did porn.
Yeah.
But how long am I going to say I did porn? Like, seriously, am I going to be 50 saying I did porn?
Girl, you are preaching to the choir. Yeah. Yes. But I mean, that makes me happy that like it is changing quite a bit, because we're more accepting of just, I think, sex work. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, it's kind of been forced down people's throats a little bit.
Yeah. And how do you feel about it getting so saturated, though?
I mean, I established myself really well, so
you got in there quick.
I was, yes. I think if I joined now, I think it would be very hard for me.
Same. If I tried to like start podcasting now, very hard.
Yeah, it's super hard.
Super hard.
No one wants to actually go to an actual job now, like a 9 to 5. So everyone's doing these OnlyFans podcasts, you know.
I'm telling you, I was hiring an assistant, and then she seemed like a go-getter crazy. And then I told her the list of stuff she would have to do, and she was like,
No.
out.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like,
You're an assistant.
When I was 17, I was like hustling my ass off.
Yeah.
You know?
I really was too at like 14.
Yeah.
Just
Well, you were
doing-
hustling harder than me because you were stripping at 18.
I was stripping at 16. I was stripping underage.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Underage. So
Yeah.
you had hustler written all over you.
Yeah, and guys would come in, they'd be like, man, you look so young. And I would just be like, yep, I'm underage.
Is that where, okay, so the name Elsa, wait, that went
I
right
wouldn't
over
say
my
that.
head for a second. You would say that and then they'd be more
I wouldn't
into
say
it?
No, I wouldn't say that.
Oh,
I was
you
just thinking in my
wouldn't. You
head,
would-
like, because
okay.
it would be like, I shouldn't even look at you. My daughter's 16. And I'm thinking, so am I.
Yeah.
So,
And you're like,
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm 18.
I look really young. I don't know. It's the pigtails. I don't know. Do you think it's not good for girls to get into the industry very young, or do you not think it matters?
I think that if I didn't strip before and I wasn't raised to be so mature, I wasn't forced to be an adult so early, I think I would think people should wait. So if you come from where you're lacking a lot of maturity and stuff like that, I don't think you should get it. I think you should wait till 21, maybe even a little bit older.
What is the rule? You just 18?
18.
Do you think there should be more regulations on that?
No and yes, because if I say there should be regulations and I wouldn't exist,
Well,
I'd be still kind of new.
IDs.
People would be using fake IDs and stuff like that. I would still be, if I started when I was 21, I mean, I'm 26 now, I would just be ending like my career and then restarting a new one. I don't want to do that.
Yeah.
I'm happy I started at 18, but I did watch a lot of girls at 18. I'm like,
That they did not end up well.
no. There's a lot of drugs around. It's entertainment.
Yeah.
Not drugs on set, but like a lot of parties.
Of course. They should do a psychiatric evaluation for anyone entering the entertainment space. They do that for police officers.
Do they really?
Yeah.
And no one would enter. No one would.
No one would fucking pass the test. Because even if you are strong, a lot of times it like...
Because you got to be a
tough cookie.
You got to be a certain kind of person to get into porn. And a psychologist is not going to approve you, let me tell you.
Yeah. I feel like I probably wouldn't get approved for it.
Yeah, they'd be like, you need to do
the feet first and then come back. Okay, Elsa, this has been so fucking great. I want to quickly answer some listener questions that the sleuths wrote in. So the first question is, hi, Sofia. I got ghosted by someone who runs in the same circle as me after hooking up, and I still see him around. How do I act around him? LOL, this hurt my ego.
I think act so friendly and like it doesn't
don't give a
affect you.
fuck.
And then he'll start texting you. Act like you do not care whatsoever.
Yes.
Smiley, you can even be flirtatious, tempt him back, and then be like, no.
Right. The worst thing you could do is act butthurt or try to avoid him.
Yeah, or acting awkward and shy and nervous.
You need to act the opposite, and one night he will hit you up, and then you ghost him.
Leave him on red. Make sure you put your
so easy
read receipts or whatever it's called.
Exactly. And then boom. Or just turn your Wi-Fi off and go to Paris for 12 hours. Yeah. Okay, next question. Is it possible to be friends with the jealous, insecure girl? I have a friend who is super insecure and deals with it by trying to flirt with every guy I've been with. She dresses like me, buys the same accessories as me, even copies my mannerisms and the way I talk. I tried to empathize with her, but it just gets worse over time. I can't stand being around her. I can't tell if I'm being mean or if it's reasonable to cut her off because it's annoying. Love you, thank you.
I mean, this person needs to cut them off in general because they clearly do not like them. So who has friends that they don't like?
Right.
But I've had friends like that and they need to go right away because those kind of people you can trust. And it's actually very creepy to have someone mimic every single thing. It's cool to be like, I love to kind of like dress my friends, stuff like that. Because I feel like I have, I'm good with that. But I think when someone's acting exactly like you, they'll do the worst stuff to you because they want to be you. So they want to replace you and they'll do anything in their power to do that.
Okay, you've obviously dealt with this on a very personal level, which I have too. And it's one thing if you, like, my friends will, you know, buy the same shirt as me or something.
Because it's cute and
I don't
maybe
give a
even want to
fuck.
match.
Right. It's when all of a sudden you're on Instagram and they're wearing your exact outfit that you had posted before, right? That's when it's like, it's really fucking annoying because they're stealing your personality.
And I've had friends start talking like me. I've had people really try to be exactly like me, and I'm telling you, they will do anything to replace you.
Yeah.
And that's also like people who don't have an identity are not good people to be around.
Yes. And if a friend is jealous of you, you gotta cut them off.
Cut them off. And you can't, that type of person too, when you try to cut them off, it's gonna be a fight. So you just gotta block right away. Don't even say anything or just stop replying.
Mm-hmm. I totally agree. Bye. We're bye with that friend. Okay, last question, and then we're gonna wrap up. Elsa, where did you get the inspiration for your name? Was it from Frozen?
It was.
Okay.
Kind of not, right? So I was working in a strip club at the time. And then, do you know Elsa from American Horror Stories?
No.
One of the seasons, she runs this circus and she's blonde and she runs this circus of like just the weirdest people, and her name is Elsa.
Okay.
So when they were like, when I would strip and stuff like that, they were like, kept calling me Elsa, and I was like, well, I actually really like
Elsa from Frozen.
Well, no, because I never watched Elsa from Frozen. It was like a joke. They were like, what should we name her? And then they kind of jokingly said that. And then American Horror Story came out.
And you were a fan of that character on American Horror Story.
Yes, and I was like, I'm even going to name my daughter Elsa. Like, I just thought this lady was the coolest. So yes and no.
I mean, it is a beautiful name.
I like it.
I mean, that makes sense. You're like, no, I really liked the girl from American Horror Story, right? Because she was a badass. You weren't like Elsa was a badass, you know, in Frozen,
and I looked
in her own way.
Very similar, especially then too, because I worked at a strip club where you had to wear gowns. So I'd actually wear a blue gown.
Oh, so you had, and
they were just,
So you had Elsa written all over you from Frozen. That's an interesting strip club. You guys had to wear gowns?
Yeah, it was in Washington, D.C. And sexy gowns, you know?
Yeah.
Not like...
Right. No. Like prom? I doubt it. What, was it like a themed strip club?
It was just a very fancy strip club. I doubt it even exists anymore because I think men like to go to strip clubs for them to be kind of like disgusting.
Yeah.
It was just too bougie. It was almost like it was just so bougie.
Right.
No one would come in.
Like, we need a seedy type of, like, we're here for a certain reason.
There was no lap dances. It was almost like we were go-go dancers that would get fully nude. It was interesting.
I mean, all you had to say was gowns. I'm like,
I know, right? Gowns and then lingerie underneath. It was just a lot to undress.
Right.
You needed to be quick, just
corsets and shit.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Okay. That strip club is still not around.
They would have us like kind of do routines together. Like, it was too much. Like there was two stages and then one, yes.
That's fucking hilarious. The men are like, we don't care if the two girls are at the same tempo, to be honest.
Yeah, they're like, get down.
We're here
you guys can't even dance.
Yeah. Like, we're here for something else. We don't give a fuck.
We're the tits.
Okay. Elsa, you have been fucking incredible. Where can they find you?
So my Instagram is Elsa Jean Official, and then I have a Twitter, which is Elsa Jean is me. I have a podcast. It's called Heartbreakers.
Yes.
And honestly, I have a link in my Instagram bio, and it has everything there.
Okay.
So that's kind of like the easiest thing is for people just to click. You get my OnlyFans. I have a centerfold podcast. It's just all right there.
They can get all of your content.
Yes.
That's what I need to start telling people instead of listing off the shit.
Just do the
Sofia with an F, Franklin with a Y. Go to my Instagram. There's a link in my bio, and if you click it, you'll get everything else. Yeah. Maybe even feet. We don't know.
Yeah.
I might throw that
I'm
in
gonna
there.
Subscribe.
Yes, to the feet, please. Well, you're gonna be the one like coaching me.
I'm gonna help you if you really want to help. I have great feet ideas.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I have like 3 feet tips that like I'm taking away just from this episode.
Spread them.
Right.
And crunch 'em.
Oh my God, web toes. Okay, guys, we're gonna get off this subject. Elsa, thank you so much. And Sleuths, I will talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.